people don't seem to recognize how your hearing impacts every person, every relationship, every day of your life. You've had a family or a friend that suggested you might want to get your hearing checked. They're probably right. Generally speaking, the people with the hearing loss are the last ones to completely recognize that they don't hear as well as they do. It is, in fact, the family members that bring it to most people's attention. We keep doing more studies to learn how the effects of untreated hearing loss do affect people. And again, what most people don't seem to understand, when they have not treated their hearing loss, they're at risk of higher levels of hospitalization, higher levels of falling, higher levels of heart disease, anxiety, depression, cognitive decline. In fact, people's lives are shorter when they don't treat their hearing loss. It is beyond just a quality of life issue. It is overall health care. Your overall health improves when you take care of your hearing. To me, wearing hearing aids does keep you engaged, does keep you in the know. It does keep you more active. On the dementia side of things, yes, you are more engaged, you are understanding more, but it goes to another level. How I explain it or think of it, your eyes, your ears, they're the two biggest gateways of information into your brain. And when we're not hearing as well, we're not taking in as much information, and our brain is not having to process as much information. What the studies are showing is that folks with untreated hearing loss, meaning not wearing hearing aids, are up to even 10 times more likely to develop dementia. One of the big reasons that people don't take the big risk or chance is that that's what they believe it to be, that they don't understand, number one, what's involved, fear of the unknown type deal, right? When I'm saying we make it very, very simple. We come in. What does that mean? We're going to take a look in your ears, make sure it's not just a wax blockage, infection, something simple. We're going to go ahead and do some tympanometry, which means that we're checking eardrum function. We want to make sure that there isn't fluid behind their ear, some small perforation. We work with ear, nose, and throat doctors. The testing that we do is the same testing that they require if they were going to perform surgery. We're able to determine, is there an underlying medical problem, or is this in fact hearing loss that's treated with hearing aids? So bottom line is, we make it easy, we go through, we explain everything. And I think that's one of the big differences or parts that people are confused about is, I don't know what these tests are, I don't know what this is about. We go through, we find out what's going on, and we say, if there is a hearing loss, we explain the severity, the type, degree, what's the next course of action? Is it going to the ear, nose, and throat doctor? Is it hearing aids? Are you absolutely fine, or do we just have to remove some earwax? Long story short is that I think most people don't make that because they just don't know what they're going to get into. Or the other aspect is they worry that they're going to spend a lot of money and not end up with the results that they're looking for. How I see that we're different is we really want to set folks at ease. When we go through the testing, we find out that there is treatable hearing loss. We program hearing aids up, and we actually let folks try them, wear them, take them home. Find out in your world, with your family, when you're watching TV or you go to church, does it really benefit you? That's, to me, what it's all about. We want to help others. So, any event, if they come back and they say, oh my gosh, I don't think it's for me, that's fine. It's not a problem. That's not usually the case. Most of the times, wow, I was really surprised how much I was missing. That is probably the most common quote. I really didn't know how much I was missing. It's amazing to me how things keep evolving. When I started almost 25 years ago, I had a little tiny screwdriver, and I could adjust 2, maybe 3 different parameters. And you weren't very precise with that little screwdriver. Today, with the computers, I would tell you, in all honesty, there's over 1 million different parameters that I could actually adjust through permeations and combinations. But in any event, what I'm trying to say is that they keep getting better. long story short is that I do take other people's hearing aids. I do turn around and fit them properly and really help people hear better. I do that honestly as one of those ways to win people over. I want them to know that they can be doing better. They don't have to give up hope. Sometimes it requires getting new hearing aids. That's not always the case. I work with what people have. Even when patients have my hearing aids and they've been wearing them for 7, 10 years, will I demonstrate and share that, hey, this is what you could be hearing with new hearing aids, and let them make that choice. Bottom line is I'm going to continue to care and take care of my patients. If they can't afford it, they don't have to get new hearing aids. We're still going to take care of them. It's okay. What honestly impacts me and just warms my heart is we've all seen those stories of where they turn on the cochlear implant and this child's never heard for the first time. Well, it's not all that different even with adults that really didn't recognize their hearing was dropping off the way that it was. And when a patient just breaks down and cries, that it just touches me. I know they get it, but I've had many patients that tell me, I almost gave up on life, or I just was not able to get out there and engage anymore. And they'd been to several providers. I honestly don't know what my magic is that's so different. I've been doing it a long time. I do know what I'm doing, but dadgum, I don't understand why people have been so many places before that I'm able to help. But I do. I do believe I'm doing the Lord's work one patient at a time. What I do, ripple effects. It affects so many other families. It is such a positive force and energy. I couldn't have a better life.